So, how was detoxing from alcohol and drugs? It sucked. I was drinking every day for like, 5 to 7 months. I can't recall, but I was drinking a cheap pint of vodka every day. I started every morning with a cheap pint of vodka, you know, and then after that, after the pint, I'd go half pint, pint, half pint, and eventually I'd get the fifth, and then I'd be all fucked up. But I drank like that every day for a while. So once I detoxed, and I was drinking the lowest of the low. I'm talking Taka and Smirnoff, sometimes New Amsterdam, sometimes UV. But I mean, not Smirnoff, Taka and I forget the other name, Tamaroff. There we go, Tamaroff. So when I was detoxing, I always said my brain was fried because it was hot. And not only I was hot, my whole body was hot. I would shake, I would be numb, I was throwing up blood, throwing up bile. I would make myself throw up so I would feel better. I would try to throw up alcohol so you can feel better, so you can stop shaking. And after a few days, actually I feel like my withdrawals last about 3 weeks, because man, I had alcoholic delusions. I thought I did stuff that I didn't do. I thought I robbed a bank. I thought I was I robbed a store. I thought I was in a different state. I thought I did a whole bunch of shit that didn't make sense. And I was asking my father, and he was like, "No, you were right here on the floor. You haven't slept for days." And another thing, I didn't sleep, man. I was restless. I was walking nonstop because my brain was fried, and I was going through all these I was feeling. And then when you get sober, you start feeling guilty. I started feeling guilt, like I was a piece of shit. And I was a piece of shit. And I'm like, what did I do? I can't believe I did so many things. I can't believe I was picking alcohol over my kids. I lost my jobs. I fucked over my friends. I just did a bunch of stupid shit. And you're like, man, did I really do all that? So the guilt usually makes you start drinking or doing drugs again, because you can't take the guilt. But this time I just took it. I sucked it up, and I felt like shit for a long time. And I would hop in the shower every freaking 30 minutes, because I was so fucking hot. I was hopping in the shower nonstop, like trying to just trying to sober up and feel better, but it did not work for like 3 weeks. I'll go to the gym, and I felt like that too. I know the story's sporadic, but I'm just trying to tell you how it was. And so when I started to detox, I didn't want to eat no more bad food. I knew that, eating pizza and all that made me feel like shit. So I started eating healthy. I said, okay, I'm going to eat healthy because I know that it's going to make me feel better. It's going to make me lose weight too. And eating healthy and getting sober at the same time helped me lose 100 pounds in 5 months with exercise, 150 in 7. And then I fluctuated up and down because I tried a bunch of different diets to try to lose weight. And, it was the best decision I ever made. But the detox does suck. You have to get through it. I didn't do it in a rehab center. I didn't do it at the hospital. I just did it by myself with a little bit of help from my father. And it was horrible. I'm sweaty. I just left the gym. And then, once you do get through the detox, it does get hella better. You start feeling better. You will miss, or you're not going to miss it, but you're going to, what you have to do is you have to find out to do something with your time, because when you're so drunk and you're doing drugs, right? We spend so much time trying to get alcohol, trying to get sober, hiding alcohol, trying to get the next fix. You spend a lot of time doing that. So you're going to have a lot of time open up. You're like, what am I going to do with my time? So with that time, that's why I went to the gym so much, right? I had all this open time, and I got fired then, from one of my jobs. And then the next month I got a job. So, I had a lot of time for a month. And with all that time, I went to the gym. I mean, I stayed there 2-3 times a day walking. And after I learned how to walk, I would speed walk. And after I learned how to speed walk, I eventually started walking on incline. Then I started walking on incline fast, right? Then I started running. Then I went to the Stairmaster. Then I started doing push-ups. I started doing dips. I started hitting the weights, And at the whole time, never touched alcohol, never touched drugs. I started getting this natural high. I started feeling a lot better. In those 5 months, it was like I never even drank. While you get sober, though, and you get the guilt, you can apologize to everyone that you fucked over. I apologize to everyone, almost everyone accepted my apology. I'm very grateful for that. Some people won't, and you can't blame them, right? And you can't hold on to it either. I never did. And another thing, I went to AA twice. I didn't like AA. It wasn't for me. So instead of going to AA, that's why I chose to go to the gym, because I knew it was going to make me stronger mentally and physically, right? You're just by yourself. I'm one person, I like to work out by myself. You know, some people need to work out with groups, and it helps them work out better. Me, I like to be by myself. I like to have my headphones on. I like to listen to books, music, stories, you know. So that helped me in the gym also.